When my alcoholism was at its worst, I got to the point I could drink a very small amount of alcohol and I would hallucinate. It was a form of psychosis. Scary stuff, man. My body was telling me, you need to stop. I have no doubt that I would be dead if it wasn't for getting myself thrown in jail. So I gotta be grateful for that. Dude, my take, just mine. Addiction is demonic. I'm a spiritual person. I'm not spooky ooky though, but it is to me. Because when I committed the crime that sent me to prison that night, yeah, I was drunk, of course, but when I committed the crime itself, I was not me. I was in this hallucinogenic state, and I understand the physiology behind it. All valid, you know? But dude, I was not me. I 5,000% believe that I was spiritually oppressed. And we have an enemy, and he wants to keep us down, broke, disgusted, distracted, addicted. But you can break free from it. I never thought that I would. I used to prophesy this to myself. I would say to myself, because I never had the guts to say it out loud to anyone, dude, I'm gonna end up in prison or dead. And I did. I'm very thankful that it's the second one. Oh, I'm sorry, the first one. Sorry, deep thought. I had so many near-death experiences. I got thrown off a Harley going about 50, knocked my jewelry off, rings off my fingers, bracelets off that were really on there. They weren't loose. Never found my shoes. Landed on my neck from here down, just yellow. Knocked me unconscious. And that's just one. That's just one. But I can smile and be happy now because I'm so grateful that like he was guarding me before I even was like into him the way I should have been, you know? I was being a flippin' idiot. But yeah, I really do believe that we have an enemy, and I mean, John 10:10 says the enemy only comes to steal, kill, or destroy. It's his MO. He's the father of lies. And the next line says, but I came that you may have life and have it abundantly. That's from Jesus to you, whether you believe or not, you know? But I'm not ever gonna push my beliefs onto y'all. But yeah, that's just one thing, one huge aspect of things I learned in recovery. I felt that. It sounds crazy to a lot of people, like this chick's crazy, but man, when you live what I've lived, I can look back and it's just mind-blowing how I wasn't even like following God, but he was covering me. Man, was he. I had to have plastic surgery. I fell so many times, y'all. Fractured my skull here, had to have plastic surgery. They went in through my mouth and put a plate right there. I didn't even know if my eyes were gonna set level. Anyway, my point is all that stuff sucked, but you know what? I couldn't wish all the bad away because it wouldn't have brought me around to being the person that I am now. And I want everyone to know that. I'm 44. I got the memo late, and it's okay if you feel like you're in the same boat. It's better late than never. And it's okay to love yourself. After I spent that time in prison and got to know myself, because I never did, because I was codependent before. I was trying to fill a hole in me that only God could fill. And it was there because my dad was abusive growing up, very, very angry, verbally abusive, very surface level. And I longed so much for, you know, validation, reassurance, to feel safe and connected with a man. Yeah. But the 4 years in prison was just so good for me. If you don't know yourself, please take the time to get to know yourself, because you're really cool. You're cooler than you think you are.